Oof.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody wanna doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And never
Get the
can.
fuck out of
Sitting in the
here.
booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Finds a seam down the middle. Hits the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. From his own end zone, here we go. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Play action now with Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A pickup of 9 that takes them up to 4th and just 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Winston to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down around the 34. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Back to the well again. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Throw left side, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Winston now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
To throw, here's Winston. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, LA. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possession? game unfolds. So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And they will finally run him down.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
Gun.
Here's Barkley. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Wait. Ready?
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Ready? 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll go. Winston. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
11. Here we go. Sahan.
They go play action for Burrow. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And the Chargers will take over possession here at the 44.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Second and 7.
Ready. Flip. Where we go?
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Ready.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Ready. Wait.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing, Jameis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Makes the score. Chargers 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. First and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here we go.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And is up.